a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. About to kick off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Finds his big tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space, it's Isaac. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So Alabama's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests On the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Grab near the marker. It's Burr. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The give on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Got it in the middle. It's Bishop. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this? Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet movement. The sure hands, it's Burr. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They've got the screen set up. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Isaac. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Isaac. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Finds the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bulldog. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. Rice went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Owls in a statement win if there ever was one. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where CUSA is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Moving past the 25. And he's got enough for the 1st down, and it'll be at the 35.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll field the punt. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Makes the catch. It's Burr. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Barry. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really. Disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Turning it on! And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Off-play action on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Barry. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Wants to keep it in the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Fires left. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking left. They've avoided the interception all. They're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. From the gun. Wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Rides the back and leaves it. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. He's now up to 77 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly complete. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. They've got... inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out of the gun, they give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Isaac. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Burr. And they pick up just a few on that completion. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Looking to throw for it. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense
fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right
going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
it's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been...